Hey, what is up, everybody? It is Friday, December 1st. Sorry we didn't do announcements yesterday. I completely forgot. That is my fault. So we've kind of combined yesterday's announcements and today's announcements. As always, want to remind you to be a pro. We are positive. We are respectful. We take ownership for our learning, for our environment, and for our actions here at Middle School North. Nobody else controls you except for yourself. Birthdays. We've got some birthdays. Yesterday, Chaz, Timothy, Araceli, and Miss Smith Owusu had birthdays. We don't have any today, but over the weekend, we have Alison, Bokar, Micaiah Nicardo, Layla Simone, and Gabe. Happy birthday, whether it was yesterday or whether it is this weekend. Hopefully, your days are outstanding. All right, want to give a reminder to those interested in softball. This is 7th or 8th grade girls interested in softball. At Middle School Central tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. They have softball clinics. So feel free. That's every Saturday at Middle School Central. Again, if you are interested in softball, feel free to attend. But again, that is at Middle School Central. Want to give a reminder to our 7th grade students at lunch. There are no headphones or cell phones out. That was from yesterday and today. Hopefully, you guys do a good job and you get those privileges back on Monday. We are considering assigning seats for some students and, in fact, have already assigned seats for 6 kids because they're struggling with following our expectations at lunch. If you have questions about what you're supposed to be doing at lunchtime, let somebody know and we can clear that up for you. But, guys, we're in December now. It's December 1st. You should know what the expectations are at lunch. You're expected to come in and immediately go to your seat. Stay seated unless somebody gives you permission to get up and go anywhere else. Voice levels are supposed to be at a normal tone. We're not taking pictures or recording anybody else with the cell phones. If you are, you will lose your cell phone privileges. But those are our lunch expectations. Like I said, we're in December now. You should know those things. If you can't do that, we'll assign a seat for you and maybe help you figure that out on your own. All right, iReady Diagnostics start on Monday. Monday is the math diagnostic. Wednesday is the reading diagnostic. Students, make sure that you come with a charged Chromebook. Again, make sure that you come with a charged Chromebook both Monday and Wednesday. That is your responsibility. We're all middle school students now. All right, we are in December. We're not in the first week of school. We're not in the second week of school. We've been doing this now for about 4 months. So the expectation is that you know how to come to school with a charged Chromebook. We know that you guys are going to do an awesome job on your iReady Diagnostic, and we're excited to raffle off some things for you doing a wonderful job. Students that come to school on time on Monday, who work hard on their iReady tests, who take their time, who follow all of the behavioral expectations. During lunch, we're going to raffle off some items. We've got quite a few things. We've got a pretty big art kit. We've got basketballs, footballs, makeup kit, some water bottles. We've got T-shirts, hats, a ring light for all your Instagram videos. I know you'd be on the Insta. We've got some gift cards for Canes, some Takis. We've got a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to raffle off for students who are doing the right thing and who are working hard on their iReady Diagnostic. We want to see how much you've grown throughout the course of the school year. We want to see how much you know and what areas we still need to help you in. So make sure you're doing a good job working hard on your iReady test Monday and Wednesday. All right, joke of the day comes from Jonathan Fromm. What type of sandals do frogs wear? Open-toed. Thanks, Jonathan, for sending that one in. I want to give a shout out to Ms. Gorby and Ms. Adornetto for bringing random food items for the staff. Just kind of randomly, one of these two lovely young ladies will bring something in for the staff, and they're always wonderful. So thank you very much, Ms. Gorby and Ms. Adornetto, for doing that. Also want to give a shout out to Ms. Lucky for organizing food for parent-teacher conferences. It's awesome. Also, extra shout out to Ms. Kimbleton for bringing in drinks and cookies as well for parent-teacher conferences. All right, the Energy Bus. As I told you guys, I've been reading this book called The Energy Bus. It's got 10 rules for how to make your life essentially more positive. Rule number 3 is something that we kind of talk about. They put a little different perspective on it, but it says fuel your ride with positive energy. And this rule is really all about your perspective. So they have a formula. We talk about this one. E plus R equals O, which talks about how you respond to events, that you have ownership over your choice, in that we are responsible for how we respond to events that happen around us or to us. Their formula is E plus P equals O. Event plus perspective equals outcome. And that's really talking about the perspective that we put on events. Something can happen to us and we can let this get us really down if we have a negative perspective. If there's a problem and we don't feel like we have the confidence to solve it, or we let something small ruin our day. They give the example of you're driving your car and someone cuts off in front of you, cuts you off, and you get all mad and you get upset, and then you let that ruin the next hour of your day. Instead of just kind of saying, "Hey, look, that's out of my control. I'm going to do the best that I can," and putting as positive a perspective as possible on those things. We also talk about focusing on the small successes each day. There are small things that go great every day. And if we put our energy towards focusing on those positive things, then we're going to have a more positive perspective on stuff. So rule number 3, fuel your ride with positive energy. Think about the perspective that you put on events. If somebody bumps into you in the hallway, do you get all mad and huffy, or if you bump into someone else, do you just say, "Hey, excuse me," and you just move on throughout your day? Or say, "Oh, say I'm sorry," and you just move on. Sometimes people let little small things bother them, and it ruins their whole day. So focus on the successes that you have each day, even the small ones. All right, like I just said, E plus R does equal O. How you respond to events is what's important. Things are going to happen to you that are out of your control each and every day. All right, it just happens. That's life. We can let those things get us down and ruin our day, or we can focus on how we respond to those things and say, "Look, this happened. It's out of my control. I'm going to have a positive response." Positive responses tend to lead to positive outcomes. If no one has told you yet today, you are loved. You belong here at Middle School North. You have all the tools to be successful. We have got your back. I hope that you have a fantastic Friday, a wonderful weekend, and as always, it is great to be a cruiser.